So everything is now washed and clean and ready to be put back together, dried for the most part. So what I like to do is I want to start with the carb tubes and get them out of the way. So take the base of the carb tube, which is this part here. We can put the insert in just like so. And then if you see the arrow, and then you see this groove, that's the one where you're putting it like that. And that arrow is also the indication for your numbers. 0 is in the closed position, 1, 2, and 3 is for serving depending on your product or how busy you are. So we're gonna lay these, we're gonna put these in the hopper. Same goes for this one. You take the base, you can put our insert in to groove down like so, and then close it. And I'll put this one in too. I'm going to put together our beater shaft. So here's our beater shaft. We're going to put the lubrication down on this end. That's what locks into the back of the machine and into your gearbox, which makes it turn. So it is normal to see some discoloration here. That is, again, that's where it locks into the gearbox. So you'll see that that is normal. That is why we put the shaft seal on. It locks the mix from getting into your machine, any of the machine from getting into your mix. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some of our Petrogel. We'll put a little bead here. We'll smooth that around just like that. Whatever's left we'll put on our shaft seal. Again, shaft seal is very important. Then we could get our breaker bar. This end goes in first. And as for our blades, we have 2 prongs here on each side that our blades will sit on. So with the flat part in my hand, I'm going to put in just like that. And same for the top, just like that. The blades do have a circle and an oval on each side. That is for those who like to keep track of which side of the blade they're using. You could keep track of it that way and wear the blade on each side evenly, or not pay attention, and most likely you'll do that anyway. So with the blade here at the bottom, rest that in the cylinder, push back till you hit the back, turn and lock in. Next we're going to lubricate the head O-rings and our plungers, put that back together. So every O-ring should get lubrication. The head O-ring is kind of a big O-ring, so we're going to put a long bead on the top and the bottom of both. Okay. And as for the plungers, the 2 ends have 2 O-rings. They're going to sit in your machine like this. So we're going to lubricate each one. So we put a bead on both. You have that wait for us there. And the center one again has 4 O-rings and the dimples at the top for the indication for you. We'll put on both. So all 4 O-rings have a bead of Petrogel. Same with the other end, bead on each. Now we want to smooth in the Petrogel on each O-ring. Now as much Petrogel as you put on this time is as much as you're cleaning off the next time you clean. You can never have too much Petrogel. You can have too little. So if you put on a little too much, it's no big deal. It's food safe, has no taste. If for some reason some got into your product, you wouldn't notice, customer wouldn't notice, everybody's fine. And the machine is nice and lubricated. So we want to leave the plungers out like this so we can close our handles when we need to. And the last O-ring we're doing is the head O-ring. Okay, so the head is lubricated and reassembled. We have our handles in our hands like this. We're gonna make sure that for this machine, these are like in a bow tie position so they could fit right in here. All right, so put it on like so, and we're gonna hold that there. Just how we took the knobs off evenly, we're going to put them back on evenly. So we're gonna do this one in diagonal. So you get this started here, and then this one's diagonal from it on the bottom, started here. Okay. Close these, and then same for the other side. And then just tighten them evenly. I'm going to grab our start caps and I'm going to put those back on. They just click on like so. And just turn the tabs away. Okay, now we're ready to mix up the sanitizer and get that going.